What's up, guys? Welcome to John's Daily Hustle. So today we're going to do another junk removal. As you guys know, Fields Lawn Care and Landscape is a company I own, and we do junk removals out of Springfield and Nixon, Missouri. So I didn't get any footage of me loading the stuff, but I got footage of me arriving at the dump, which I think is entertaining because you guys will get to see all the tractors at the dump behind me crushing all the trash and stuff. I think it's pretty entertaining, so I'll let you guys watch me unload it and then we'll do some talking. Now, I will warn you, if you guys are getting into this, right here is the highest risk part of doing this. This is where you're going to end up hitting a nail or some piece of metal or something is going to flatten your tire. If it was going to happen, this right here is where it's going to happen, is at the dump. Because if you guys can see it, you might not be able to see it. I should have recorded the drive in more, but there was a lot of trash on the ride in, and when you get there, there's trash there that you're riding over. They do a pretty good job of cleaning it up and pushing it up into the piles, but if you guys have ever been to a landfill before, they don't get it all, and that's where the risk comes in, because there may be a nail there may be a screw there that they don't get. So just something to think about. There is risk involved, so you got to make sure you're compensated well for each job that you do to factor in that risk. Alright, so right here I'm backing up into the spot where one of the workers showed me to back into, and I was trying to wait for that tractor to move off because I wasn't entirely sure what he was doing, but once I realized he was backing up, I started backing in. So you guys are going to see me unload this, and I'm leaving this kind of a raw video. I'm not fast forwarding it or anything. It's kind of entertaining. You guys will see these tractors come right up next to the trailer. It's pretty cool anyways, at least I think it is. Because like I had said, I really enjoy heavy equipment and stuff like this, and this was a new experience to me, so this was cool. So you guys are going to see me take the straps off and take the tarp off. Unfortunately, I didn't do a walk around of all the equipment and stuff like that, or I mean all the junk that I had loaded. So I apologize for that this time. Like I said, I was just in a rush to get this job done, as well as I just wanted to get out of here, and I didn't want to get really in trouble for recording, because I'm not sure if you're supposed to be recording there, so I tried to be a little inconspicuous there about it. So, if you guys are wondering, you guys see the bed loader, the truck bed unloader I have there on my tailgate. You guys are probably wondering how come I didn't just use that. Well, one, I didn't use it because if you see that stuff that's in my bed, there is two heavy metal things in there, and I didn't want them to tear into the unloader, considering that's pretty much a new unloader that I bought for when I'm doing my dethatching and leaf cleanups and stuff, specifically for that anyways. So the other reason was because I have my trailer, and for me to use that, that means I have to almost not quite jackknife my trailer, but move it quite out of the way to be able to dump it, or I have to disconnect it. And there wasn't really a whole lot of room in this area where I backed up here to do that, so I was kind of limited. I will get footage of me using that here very soon as I'm doing my dethatching and doing leaf cleanups. You guys will get to see that in use. So all this waste that I'm currently dumping here and I've removed away, it's from an RV repair place. It's actually one of the same guys that I've done a previous junk removal for. He hired me again to haul it away, and this is all stuff like siding and insulation and parts and stuff all from an RV. So that's what I'm dumping here, so in case you guys were wondering, that's what it is. Now if you guys are watching me and not the tractors, you'll see that my head is on a constant swivel. I'm constantly looking, and that's for a couple different reasons. Not only is that because I'm very intrigued by the heavy equipment and machinery that's around me, but it's also because you really want to be careful. Yes, these guys are professionals that are in those tractors, and they've probably been doing it for a really long time. However, there's always that human aspect of it where you don't know what kind of day they've had, you don't know what kind of night they've had, you don't know if they could be hung over inside that tractor for all you know. And they could also still be new, so you got to watch out for them, not only the tractors, but other guys that are driving here. They could be first-time dump trailer drivers and stuff like that and not be paying attention and could be backing right into you. So it's very loud here, and you guys have to pay attention very carefully to your surroundings because it's very easily to get hurt. Now this part actually was kind of fun to me because you're literally just getting to throw stuff as hard as you can, and you'll see me do that quite a few times where I just chuck stuff as hard as I can when the tractors aren't close by. So it was pretty funny. You could take out some of your aggression and stress right there by just throwing it as hard and smashing stuff because you're at a dump. I mean, who's going to say something about you breaking trash, right? So you guys can be very happy that there is not a such thing as smell-o-vision, because let me tell you, it absolutely stinks here. So if you guys are squeamish and don't really have a strong stomach for smells, I don't recommend going to a dump or a transfer station or anything, because it smells like a million garbage trucks here. And naturally it will, because it's a landfill, right? Now, one other thing I want to touch before I just let this video play out and you guys enjoy is you should probably dress appropriately for going here. And what you're probably thinking, oh, how appropriate do you need to dress for a landfill? Well, what I mean is safety. You guys can see I'm in a short sleeve shirt and shorts and regular tennis shoes. I don't recommend that if you're going to be going here on a daily basis. You really need to be wearing pants, like jeans or some kind of protective thing on your legs, as well as boots, preferably steel toe boots, because right now I'm actually stepping on some smaller trash and stuff. And between that and me unloading it, there's a lot of risk of me slicing my leg open, or maybe losing my footing and falling into the trash, or stepping on a nail and a nail going through my foot. You never know what's on that, especially at a landfill. It could be covered in all kinds of gross stuff that you don't want to get. So I highly recommend being safe. At least I was wearing gloves for this. So just keep that in mind if you guys are watching this. Now I'm going to stop talking and just kind of let this video play out and let you guys enjoy watching the tractors and watching me unload stuff. And then when I'm done unloading it, we'll come back into my garage and we'll break down the price on how much money I made, because I'm sure you guys are wanting to know how much money I made doing this. And right here you can see where one of the tractors got pretty close. But anyways, let's enjoy this video and I'll be talking to y'all in just a few minutes. kind of funny because some of those tractors got pretty close, but the operators were pretty good, and I'm sure they get a lot closer than that on a daily basis. But it was pretty cool to me. I've never been to a dump before, and you guys know me, I love heavy equipment, I love machinery, so that was pretty cool. I got to watch them dump 18-wheelers on a lift like that. I was trying to record it, but I didn't want to get caught because I don't think you're supposed to be recording there. Possibly I might get in trouble for it, I don't know, but that'll be something I'll find out in a later video because I would love to find out. I'd love to go out there and record more footage of that. But anyways, while I was there, I picked up this, which if you guys can see, it's waste not accepted there at the dump. Since I know I'm going to be doing this a lot more, I went ahead and picked one of these up so I know what I can dump there and what I cannot dump there. So I don't get in trouble or get fined or have to haul extra stuff or lose money by not charging enough. Like I said, this was the second one that I've done, so I really enjoyed it. It was good money. I highly plan on doing a lot more of them. So let's talk money here. I try to be honest with you guys and upfront about everything and how much I made. So I got paid $200 to haul that junk away. It was a 12-foot trailer plus the bed of my truck, a good bit of stuff. The bed wasn't quite full, but the trailer was full and I had it strapped down pretty good. So let's break this down. It took me an hour to load everything, and it actually took me 45 minutes, but we'll just go ahead and say an hour to load everything. So it took me an hour to load everything, and it took me an hour to drive to the dump and dump it and go home. So it took me 2 hours and I made $200. Oh, but that's not all profit, John. You're right. It cost me $20 to dump it, so I'm down to $180. And let's just say $20 for fuel. So fuel and wear and tear, which was a lot less than that because it wasn't that far down the road for me to drive to dump it to the landfill. So $20 in fuel and wear and tear. So I'm down to $160 in 2 hours. I made $160 profit in 2 hours. Which, if you guys think about it, that's more than some people make in a day after taxes working for somebody else, working a 9-to-5 job. So to me, that's pretty good. You know, in 2 hours worth of work, and I made a day's worth of pay, essentially, profit. And that's just 2 hours out of my day. I could have went and picked up another junk removal and really made some extra money that day. So I fully plan to do more of these junk removals. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, it was a little dirty when I got to the dump, and there was a little bit of a risk when you get to the dump. But to me, it was worth it because it was good profit. Plus, it gave me something to do. As you guys know, I'm really going to be getting into junk removals in the winter time when I'm already not mowing and already not doing stuff. So the way I say it, if it's keeping me busy and I'm making extra money on top of money I already have saved up from mowing all year, that's a good deal for me. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give this video a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. As always, I'll see you in the next one.